Welcome to my YouTube channel, Gary Campbell. I'm here with Rodney Gilbert. Rodney, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, Gary.
Rodney, I have a list here. Rodney has so many hats. Producer, he's my guest. He's a director. He's an actor. You're over the Newark Murals program.
Newark Murals program, yeah. 27 high-profile murals in the city of Newark.
As soon as you leave here, you're going to
Installed. Oh, I didn't even think about that. 28, 29, 30. It'll be the 30th. Be installing 3 murals today.
another
30 at McKinley School.
As we speak.
It's great.
So listen, tell me your definition. What is art to you?
Art is an aesthetic that beautifies, but beauty isn't always easy.
Beauty
isn't always easy
okay.
to come to fruition of what is beautiful. There's I always use an analogy of growing up. You go through your teenage years where, nothing fits anymore. You got a lot of pimples and, you just feel awkward. But eventually it comes out, like the butterfly. You come out to what you're supposed to be. And I think that's what art is. It's aesthetic that beautifies, but beauty, like freedom, ain't free.
I like the definition, and I like that you related it to life, because how you explain art is very different than a 15 or 16-year-old, because they don't have those core experiences and different layers of nuances in terms of what life is all about. They're just learning. So that's really powerful. So what about the 15-year-old?
Well, you were saying about a 15-year-old. They may not have the words to articulate what their experience is, and define it clearly, but they're having an experience.
Right. That intuition.
The intuition, and at 15, I was in my second year of Arts High, and I'd already been working professionally for 5 years at 15. So I had a understanding of it at that time that was valuable to me. I can't pinpoint what it was, but it was valuable. It's been valuable as a process, and the journey has gone forward. It's just my experience for art. I knew it was changing my life. I knew that I had an opportunity that other kids didn't have. I took art 2 periods a day, every day, while I was at Arts High. So, I was and I joined a theater company in New York. So I was working, so I knew it was changing me, and it had to do with creativity, and that I felt good when I did it, and I knew that I excelled at it, so that was important.
That's all good stuff.
Yeah. Some 15-year-olds, I think, are in touch with it. It's just like if you play basketball at 15 and you're good, or you have the passion for it. That's something different than working on something that you don't like.
Right, definitely.
So that describes art for you at that moment.
How important were your models? Were they important, or was it just that innate skill set that you had, that you were given?
I think it was both. I think it's a gift from God spiritually, and I've had great people come through my life to teach me things. More importantly than the art, it was about the discipline. Because art without discipline is just like some creativity.
Could you say that a little louder for people, that the whole discipline you're saying?
Oh, that I think a lot of people, the discipline was more important than, per se, the art. Because without the discipline, you just have like a creative moment. With the discipline, you create and develop a craft. You have a craft. I have something that I'm skilled at, and I've been taught the tools to sustain it, so that's important, because there are a lot of people who can sing, they stand around a fireplace, outside, rubbing their hands over open fire. That's creative, but they haven't, gone on to build a career to bring in some resources for themselves, to make it sustainable, how to work with their instrument, so those are the two different things. And I think the people who taught me the discipline really supported that track to me being able to be creative and do something with it.
So now, with that line of thinking, how important is spirituality to discipline, and not religion?
No, spirituality, because I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. Well, spirituality um, grounded me and rooted me. I could say, spirit was there from the beginning.
Yes.
But since I had a career at an early age, it drifted and the career became the focus. But, primarily acting is what I did early on. And most of your job as an actor is seeking work. There's a lot of insecurities and there's no foundation. So I sought other vices as security, and then eventually it had to always come back around where I went, I had to get a spiritual foundation, or I would not have sustained.
Wow.
I would not have sustained. Feeling that I was not worthy without a gig in 6 months is not what my spirit put me here to be.
Yes.
A gig is just what it is. It's a gig. So I had my first child at 16. That was a spiritual awakening and experience that I thought was a negative, but gave me really foundation because I had priority, which was my child, and that came from God.
So Rodney, is there anything that you would like to say to the artistic community that could help us?
That can help us.
From your experience, from your training.
Continue to build a network of support.
Yes.
Strengthen your integrity. Strengthen your integrity. And learn to get back to your city. And continue to create what is our legacy. If we don't create our legacy, someone else defines for us what it is. And I think that's important. I've been hoping to be able to give artists opportunities through arts education, through the mural program, through the Gates program that I have, where I'm a resource of them being able to have some financial income throughout their year. Hopefully they can give back and pull others up. Because without each other, we kind of don't exist.
Where can people reach out, find out about your projects? So you have an upcoming project that you like to put in about?
Upcoming project. Like today, I'm installing 3 murals at McKinley School in partnership with La Casa de Don Pedro and a 21st Century grant. I am repurposing an abandoned lot at 239 Hawthorne. I'm really excited about that. We're taking an abandoned building and putting a mural on it. We've used wooden boards that were painted by Essex County College art class, and with the North Conservancy and Youth Bill, we're recreating the lot to be an open art space.
Is that down there where the farm is?
No, it's at 239 Hawthorne. 239 Hawthorne. I'm doing that, and I got a short film that I'm the executive producer on called The Driver. That I'm starring in, so that should be coming out soon. So those are the things I'm excited about. But you can go to yendorproductions.com. That's YENDOR Productions.com. Yendorproductions.com. YENDOR Productions.com. And check us out. See what we're doing.
Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Aaron.
All right, peace.
Peace, man.